20 years as an entrepreneur so far. Actually, it's 21. And I'm in love with one specific industry, and that's the pet care industry. Why pet care? I came out of cosmetics, prestige cosmetics, in fact. I spent quite a while there. And then a great coincidence, which coincidences don't really exist, brought me into an industry I fell in love with, and that's the pet care industry. In 2004, I was fortunate enough to end up in that industry. And since then, I much love those projects. I do a lot of other projects in a lot of other industries too, but this is really my passion industry. And I have the great pleasure to work with a lot, especially North American clients, also European clients. So that's kind of my two regions I'm working at and working in. And because I have a lot of touch points with fantastic leaders, I think there's one thing we need to improve on in this, my favorite industry, and that's the collaboration. The collaboration of great leaders, in a time where everything changes. And not only artificial intelligence changes things, no, also generations make a big change. Whilst we spoke about pet humanization already 10 years ago, now it's definitely in full force, and pets have become a massive part of the family. Now, even the thrift generation, as I learned from one of my participants, is a generation who loves their pets. The expression of love, though, has changed over time. And this is why I decided to create a summit. And it was my first online summit. And I'll do more of those because they're fantastic leaders in this industry. So welcome to Pet Industry Rising 2025. For some of you who don't know me, my name is Peggy Plinus. My email address is myladybird, that's my company, at peggyplinus.com if you want to send me an email. And I have had the pleasure to visit Super Zoo Global Pet Expo as well as Zoomark in Bologna, and some of the people I spoke to won an award which is called the Ladybird Excellence Award. And that award I gave out for people with basically based on fantastic decision taking. And I love decisions. Decisions are our superpower. And I basically was happy to honor, I think it was a total of 13 companies over those 3 shows, so a total of 13 with that Ladybird Excellence Award. Based on that, I then got back and I thought I have to do something digitally because there's lots of more people I want to talk to, and I want to have the vision. I want to understand what the vision of the people is in this industry. So you will experience 3 full days with a total of 16 amazing speakers and leaders in our industry who share their vision, who share their passion, who also share some of their setbacks during their career. I was very honored to have those interviews over the last few weeks, and it was actually amazing how much traction that got. And as a result of this summit, we will also have another honor to give out, and that's the Ladybird Digital Impact Awards 2025, which will be actually judged by a committee. So we are going to judge the most visionary, progressive, and maybe also a bit extravagant thought leaders in this industry during this summit. So I'm really happy to welcome all the audience, everybody in the audience here. It's an amazing opportunity for everybody who wants to attend, not only people in the pet industry, but really leaders, to see what is happening in an industry which some of you find a bit strange. It's a fun industry, and my objective is truly a much more extensive collaboration cross-pollination as well, in terms of, understanding what fantastic things other people do. Get inspired, be curious, ask questions, and of course, network. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to also connect people with one another. I am a person who loves people, who loves to connect with people, and I thank everybody for participating. You have been absolutely amazing. There is not one of those speakers who is not going to leave you stunned with their approach. So have fun during the next 3 days. Pet Industry Rising Summit 2025. This was Peggy.